and they're calling it due process. But what Delaware court did is not constitutional process, in my view. And what they're asking the New York federal court to do would be
What
constitutional
model?
process. Once the PROG VJ has been granted, due process applies before it can be taken away. But
A while ago.
aren't aware of that. And I think that the complaint by the Georgia State Bar
Yeah.
sort of jumped the gun. If they had a complaint from a court or a complaint from a client, that's where I think their jurisdiction is limited. Otherwise, it's a very precarious precedent to start politicizing.
I love how you just you just have it on, you just can't see it at all.
It's clear it's what the left is going to do. Now,
Please, today Piggy has a factory.
independent left, independent right over the
Oh,
past
come on.
100 years.
I can't join you. Leave.
They went after it different. It wasn't state bars always, it was lots of courts, but it was other
Wait, you're in my private server?
repeatedly. I think they tried
Oh,
to prosecute 3 different times.
that explains quite a lot.
Repeatedly. So it's been an ugly history of how
I'm going to book 2.
easy it is to politicize these branches. But at the same time, what has made it easy for them to come after them and keep making
Commands.
sense. So,
Set map. Chapter 6.
it'll be
Set
something to
mode.
watch.
Bot. Skip timer. Skip timer.
The problem is that I think a lot of it is throwing the spaghetti at the wall.
Yeah, we'll get chicken. We'll get chicken in.
I think they have a couple of good things which on their own might be sufficient for an ethical complaint in general. But the other question is, even if some tweets were over the top, even if the plaintiff who never signed off on
Oh, it's a sewer.
has a complaint, where does it
Something is
stop?
coming out of there.
Extent
Doesn't
of
sound
the
too friendly
punishment?
to me.
Is it absolute destruction? Is it a sanction? Is it disbarment from every state and no pro hoc feature? I mean, how far do you go with the punishment?
If I might give you a head start.
Or any other non-politicized individual, it might be a fine and it might be a 1-month suspension or whatever. Whereas with it looks like they're going to go everything in the kitchen sink after Lynn. For what might
Okay,
be
so I found the purple key.
sanctionable violation. So we'll see.
Well, the confessed felon Kevin Kleinsmith, to my knowledge, hasn't had any
Oh, red key.
adverse action taken against him.
Yeah, politics ruined it. Where's my? I had it. I took it off to put this one on. Politics ruined it.
Oh, that's cool. You use the red key, just use the green key immediately after.
People started losing faith. Robert, we just crossed 10,000 people watching live, and it is a good time to remind everyone we're at 2,000 thumbs up. So hit the thumbs up. Hit that little thing. I got an ad for this. Hit the thumbs
Where's he
up.
going?
The chat is always lively, so go
Ah, Willow.
leave a comment, but go hit the thumbs up and get up like 5,000 or 6,000. That helps something in the YouTube system. Now I wanted to get back to there is no more on Lynn Wood. We'll see what's the time frame for what we should expect for a decision.
The Georgia State Bar will be a little while, but the
Yeah, it looks dope.
they're also using his statement. He really should have.
Okay, I found the Scion key.
Represent himself. The old statement that a lawyer has himself for a client, has a fool for a client.
No, so
I see a fire.
yeah, I don't know if it's a lawyer, but
We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's returning. Oh God. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's return. I know. I saw you die. Ah, why is there a koala? The blue key, the blue key, the blue key. Oh God. Willow, I never did anything to you. Willow is a mass murderer.
so we don't need to repeat them.
She killed Giraffe and she killed you. Let's see, purple safe.
Nick Mercator does a good job actually.
Well, I mean, he got a dreidel for Christmas.
Okay, before we get to the next time, we're going to be one chat, which I brought up.
I found a sword. I found a sword. Oh God.
Needs some support this week.
I ha-
She graduated from law school and helped me beat. Okay, before we get to the next time, we're going to be one chat, which I brought up, but I didn't read it out loud. Matthew Solinger says,
I have Pony's
my
sword.
wife needs some support this week. She graduated from law school and helped me beat cancer and needs some Barnes and Viva love. Matthew, double congratulations. And I want to get to the next
Coca-Cola.
segue into
Stimulate your
the
senses.
first super chat. Venus Wallace
Ah,
from McAllen, Texas.
No!
Ask Robert, when do government emergency powers expire in America?
I got shot. And I died.
Segue will cover the
Why don't you bring in Chiken?
coming out of The Hague because it's the perfect segue into that. And then Robert, you can answer.
I wanted Mari, but now I kind of want Coley.
Probably answer from the Canadian side because we have a decision that's giving an indication.
Where's the other skin? Oh, Katie. It's a doctor. I swear, Willow has to be a skin that you can get. Because Mr. P was, if you scroll all the way down here, Mr. Wait, what? They changed to Mr. P. He's like fancy now. I want to see if I can use Mr. P finally. Ready up. Ready up. I want to see if I can use Mr. P. I know, he's in book 1. Ready up. Ready up. Dude, ready up. I want to see if it works. Mr. P skin might finally work.
Appeals suspended or stayed execution of the lower court order pending a hearing.
What?
Court of Appeal. It was heard last Friday. From what I've heard from some people in the Netherlands who are emailing me and messaging me, the Court of Appeal is going to render its decision next.
Dude, how did a random person join the server?
That's the interesting thing coming out of the Netherlands.
I'm trying out the Mr. P skin. I'll see if it works.
The judge said no, on an emergency safeguard order like this, the law is presumed valid and you can allege enough to have it overturned on a safeguard basis. Robert, in the U.S., the question everyone's asking, when does an emergency cease being an emergency? I think we saw it in Michigan, I think we saw it in Pennsylvania. But what's the consensus under American law?
Historically, and because this was a great fear.
Your time starts now. Does the
They used the emergency exception that was written into the Weimar Constitution.
Mr. P skin does not work. No, I died immediately. I spawned in space and then just straight up died. Well, I need to put back on Primrose.
Our courts, in deference to the executive branch, has simply allowed it to occur in some cases. In other instances,
because it's a bot playing.
Legislative statutes that have been passed previously that often were meant for other things like floods, etc., riots in some cases.
Just die, dude. Just commit oof. Walk up to Willow and get Willow to shoot you. I see like Tiger trapped under bricks. This map is scary. It's scarier than that Chucky movie I watched last week. Okay, skip timer. Player. Chip 6. Yeah, it took like 20 seconds. It took like a minute to make, honestly. Yeah. Once you've made one thumbnail, it gets easier. Because I'm using Google Slides and not using Photoshop. Why? It is a Poggers thumbnail. By the way, Techie, did I mention I'm on 49 subscribers? I'm one away from 50. Come on, guys, subscribe. It's free. Go. Nice. You know where it's used. Wait, where's the red? Did you use the red key? Where? Okay, we can't even use it yet. Ah, it's a wolf. It's a wolf. I feel kind of bad for these guys. I'll grab the key. I'll run around and grab the key. Yellow key, Pog. Okay, let's go back up. Yeah. Purple key is somewhere else. I found the blue key. You distract Willow.
any court are willing to
Just Willow chasing him around. I know where the purple key is used. I think it's used inside of the blue key room.
this cannot continue. And the fact the two biggest
Did you die?
behind this, and this might be a good transition.
Good.
One of them, Newsom, is facing a major recall. Likely is
I'm giving Pony a sword.
a recall ballot, despite their newfound interest in signature match checks.
I gotta stop you there because we mentioned this last week. Someone put in the chat. Newsom now wants to verify.
She is. I don't see Willow.
I thought it was a joke. I swear to you, it's Poe's law in the absence of a clear indication.
I don't see no Willow.
I thought it was a joke. It's not a joke. For what all that happened in the election,
Just going after the air. Come here, air.
the signatures on the recall petition that has crossed the threshold.
Wait, we need to go up.
And they're rejecting signatures.
Hey, Techie, look what I have. If she comes at us, we stab her, okay?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I think the
Run!
implication on this, if it becomes consequential, if they try to strike so many signatures, they say the recall petition didn't pass, there will be...
Do the loop-de-loop. Do the loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool.
The due process principles that they use
Okay,
for signature
don't worry. Help is on the way.
have one set of standards for signature match requirements.
I gave Pony his sword.
Actually vote to put someone in office
Pony, die, die. Pony!
than simply to get something onto the ballot in the first place. And we'll see.
Willow is just stunned. Did you see her just tumble down the stairs?
Which we can no longer talk about now. And now
She just fell over and tumbled down the staircase.
justified in asking to verify signatures. I mean, it's a very serious thing to be recalled from office for your blatant hypocrisy and leadership. But
Ah! Oh! Do loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool.
In Iowa, and you're asking Congress to set aside state certified election results. I thought
What?
that was like really bad.
I cannot wait to see what happens. You know,
Techie's gonna die. Techie's gonna die. Techie's gonna die. Techie 20 is going to die.
It will be within the next couple of weeks. The deadline, they set a time period where you can gather all the signatures. That's coming up in March. Then they go through and check the signatures, and once they determine whether there's enough signatures or not, they'll give the right to bring a court action. If they say there's not enough signatures, it's going to court. If they say there are enough signatures, then no need to go to court. But then it's going to be one crazy recall petition in recall election in California, and I'll talk about that some tomorrow with Richard Barris on what are the odds.
Awesome. What time do you go on with Barris?
At
No,
2
no,
p.m.
no.
Eastern Standard Time.
People's Pundit,
No,
Richard
no.
Barris, what are the odds?
Loop around.
Standard, which is 11 o'clock Pacific, noon.
Ah!
Mountain.
Exactly. And then we got good transition into Killer Cuomo.
Oh,
So while Cuomo was out there yipping away about
I have a freaking shovel.
Blasio was, and drawing false conclusions about this ordinary everyday human being from the fine country of Canada, being wrongfully judged. And by the way, people should think about that. By the way, that means there might be multiple jurisdictions that people can sue it. Just an idea. Maybe a great comedian.
I just got shot.
So Killer Cuomo or COVID Cuomo or whatever a nickname is, maybe we'll craft
Keep chiking. Get chiking back on. Ready to set mood. Player set piggy. Chicken.
It is over the top. What's so offensive and over the top? It's not. It is what he's done. It is also in conjunction.
I love how it says that Chiken was selected and it was still on the map screen.
On other people. And to knowingly blame it on other people, I think I put this on Twitter and
With this coconut gun.
He tried to
If he
effectively
shoots ya,
blame his own
you're
failings on
probably dead.
so that he could profit
DK.
from his own
Chunky's dead.
negligence is
DK.
extremely worse, like, if they knew
Chunky's
what was
dead.
going on. But he's trying to profit off the people that he is responsible for having ended their lives. And he's trying to profit off it politically by putting the blame on.
Behind the scenes, he's not the same.
But okay, sorry, the legal issues.
It was until he got into guns. Now he hunts endangered species just for fun. With this coconut gun, if he shoots ya, you'll probably die. DK. Chunky's dead. DK.
because it appears he instructed staff members to lie to the Department of Justice
Go. Oh, dude, grab the purple key. Grab the purple. Grab the purple.
His policies
Follow me.
killed. How many,
Follow me. Follow
how
me.
many
Follow me.
grandmas and grandpas he whacked. And basically, so that's the big one. That's obstruction of justice. That's a federal
Behind the
we
scenes,
can't hide
he's
behind
not
his
the
allies.
same.
It's a state court process. That's going to be a federal
Until he got into guns. Now he hunts endangered species just for fun with this coconut gun. If he shoots you, you'll probably die. DK. Chunky's dead. No, I have the sword. You stay on the stairs, okay? Get Willow on the stairs.
might want to study Kamala Harris's political experience. She learned her politics figuratively and maybe literally
DK.
the knees of Willie Brown.
Chunky's dead.
Old Willie knew how to handle
DK.
and
Distract Willow.
I think that that's a substantial part of what's happening politically. That's why I don't think he'll get the political protect. I think that's why it's all developing, and all of a sudden the press is starting to cover this.
DK.
You know, they wanted to cover
Chunky's dead.
Boom, he's a senator. He's not a
He's coming. Oh, wait, Willow's not on the stairs.
probably not the most,
That's unfortunate.
but by no means that
Get Willow on the stairs. Oh, God, it's too late. He's just gonna whack Willow.
French laundry why won't let anyone else go out to eat in the whole state. It's killing jobs and businesses.
What?
But I don't think it's a coincidence that Newsom's facing a recall threat or that Cuomo's facing major public scrutiny. These are
No.
two major potential contenders in 2024 using their COVID platform as the basis to do so.
Willow did that last time, but Willow, like, toppled down the stairs.
The problem, too, is there's a vice president who has no interest in competitors like
DK.
the
Chunky's dead.
Kamala Harris makes
DK.
like a Girl Scout.
Chunky's dead.
Well, no, but
DK.
that is a legitimate point, but I think at this point Cuomo's too damaged, indictment or criminal prosecution or not, he's too damaged for any future political use. But
Now he hunts endangered species just for fun with this coconut gun. If he shoots you, you'll probably die. Pow. DK. Chunky's dead.
That he was sunk. And now all of his political adversaries are coming out talking about how
Can I shovel you out? I freed one of them.
Cuomo's in serious trouble. He will, my guess, within a year, will either resign or face criminal prosecution.
No, I don't have scissor sisters.
it's going to sound that way because of the world we live in. Does he lose that Emmy award?
Uh-oh.
Like, do they
Stinky
Serious.
poop.
It's Hollywood. So, but yes, it makes it.
Yeah, I think there are some items up there.
I mean, so it's it doesn't make the Emmys look good.
Will you rat?
The opposite of an Emmy, I don't know. I forget what they call those joke awards for like terrible films and the rest. But the
Willow, you rat. Dirt.
the satire.
Go, 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 go.
Basically. But he and Newsom are definitely
I have yellow key.
governors, maybe ever in their respective.
I don't know what that's good for because I still haven't found a place to use the yellow key. We need a fire extinguisher. Green key. You. Oh wait. Okay. I got the scissors. You get the green key.
Cuomo, awfulness is getting compared to Cruz is going to.
It is
Sorry, Cancun. Going to Cancun for vacation.
right here.
Probably wasn't the crime.
Coming through.
It is. Wait, why?
There's an axe, dude. There's an axe and a sword. Okay, the yellow key's back in the room with the person, like, behind the fire. There's an axe and a sword. The sword is for Pony. The axe, I don't know who it's for, but I'm gonna go free the person using the Scissor Sisters. One of my favorite song artists. Not really, but still.
It's different. It's not when someone is sort of critical of certain government measures, they're not hypocrites.
I will free you. Oh, no, I know why she went that way, because I'm that way.
The ones who are telling you to stay home in a tweet that they
Willow, I'm not the one who called you stupid. My friend is. What'd I ever do to you, Willow?
So Cruz digging the trip, that optics, I wouldn't have done it. And you know it's the way it's going to be used. But to turn that into the scandal, at the
We
same
need a ladder.
that the truth of what Cuomo did in New York is coming out.
It's like if you go out here. I know where it's used. Let me get back inside.
It's quite clear that they are
Oh, Willow just took a big boy shortcut. Willow just almost cut me. No, I got shot. I got shot midair by Willow. I was so scared. I thought I just died.
criminal misconduct.
Come out and give it to Pony. Wait, watch out. Willow's this way.
Plan,
Yes, she is.
If he booked it during the crisis, the optics would be even worse. But to even equate those things on the level of media attention that they've been getting is itself
Cute.
could be discrediting of any media organization. But it won't. Whatever. People still like.
Oh god, I need to get down.
Getting offended about it because it's Parkinson's law.
For
It's easier to get mad at Ted Cruz for his trip than it is to get mad at Cuomo for what he did because one is a lot skinnier than the other. Okay, rant over. What do we move? Do we nothing more on Cuomo?
No, I think that covers Cuomo. Well, I mean, it will be a test of the system because while they're throwing up excuses to go after Trump, if they don't, if
it's fine, it's fine.
policy, like here we're like they said,
I have the tomahawk.
required the governor of Michigan to plead effectively to what happened in Flint, and that's small change compared to what Cuomo did. So if Trump faces various prosecutorial actions, if Governor of Michigan, who's Republican, had to face it for what happened in Flint, then finally Cuomo's got to face it in New York. And if not, it's going to be an indictment of the criminal justice system again.
We also need a ladder.
To a brief topic, but what
Where can we use a tomahawk?
That there's a double set of standards being applied to Capitol Hill.
No, I have a tomahawk. Oh god, he's already on me. I don't know.
People are being charged now
Where do I use a tomahawk?
into the Capitol without there even being evidence that they knew they were trespassing at all.
Orange key room. I haven't checked there yet.
Who didn't appear to even be aware of what was taking place. Jack Posobiec noted the phones were not working.
I might as well check.
Shut them down around the Capitol so that you couldn't even.
Good, go use that.
And to now be not only charging those people, but imprisoning them without bail. They're charged with misdemeanors. The Eighth Amendment to the United States Constitution requires that bail be granted. The only limitations on that are clear and convincing evidence that there's no set of restrictions whatsoever on that person that can preclude their appearance at trial, that can assure their appearance at trial. And so instead,
This is the orange key room. Wait, where do we use the screwdriver? We haven't used that yet.
is looking like it's
Grab the screwdriver.
and so partisan that it's simply
Where's the orange key? Oh yeah, the orange key room's right here, right?
the same set of constitutional standards.
Oh,
This is the same DC court system
I just got shot.
that allowed almost everyone
Where do I use the tomahawk?
Trump's inauguration to walk with no
We only need to save one more guy and then we can leave.
grandmas. They're jailing people that just wandered
He needs a ladder, and I think it has to do. I think there has to be like a room that like you need a screwdriver for.
and they're being locked up and held
Oh god, no.
jail for who knows when they're going to do a trial.
Use the ladder.
To me, it's a repeated constitutional violation of what's taking place there, and it is a morally offensive behavior, and it's our DC court system failing us. And it's because the media and the Department of
Hello.
Justice has no
I got Will on me. Don't worry.
to be constitutionally fair, and they're educating the world, right? That they can
Go use the ladder.
find every single person who wandered into the Capitol within
Just keep
days,
going. Just keep going. You're almost there.
the whole course of the
No, you didn't. It's right there.
within weeks, but they could never seem to find their way to figuring out how to prosecute or punish anybody seriously connected to Spygate.
Well, Spygate is one thing, but also just talk about the riots.
Where do we? Wait, there has to be one guy that's stuck and needs to be let out with the tomahawk, right?
To bail out the rioters who were arrested. It's actually good news
So we can't leave right now.
privately, but it's good for everyone to know. People are discussing whether or not Kamala Harris could, in theory, be impeached for things she said.
I can't find this last guy.
Bailing out rioters who were arrested and gathering bail to get them out. Could she now be impeached for those comments made before?
There's one guy left. That's.
By the Democrat standards, yes. By my belief, what the Constitution standards are, no.
I walked in the door and almost died.
It's got to be at least
Oh no! No!
and it should be while you are holding office. I don't think impeachment is an appropriate remedy for conduct that.
What you did? Stay there. Stay there. I want to see.
One. And number two, I don't think impeachment is can be used for constitutionally protected activity. Number two. So I think it needs to be a crime. I think it needs to be a serious crime, and I think it needs to be a serious crime that has a nexus.
I want Willow as a skin so badly.
Whether it's Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, things like.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's a good point. And it's
Get Chiken in.
It'll be interesting to see if Republicans want to fight as dirty as Democrats, and if the standard that the Democrats have set for impeachment are going to be good. For
I saw him earlier too, and I completely forgot he existed.
Yeah, I'm not going to play games with the dog because I don't want to be accused of objectifying the dog, but we'll see.
We're gonna win this time. We have to.
Maybe we're not going to put in what they call prosthetics. Oh, and sorry, here. Isn't our international reputation taking a hit with this unequal justice system? We can't preach democracy for the world. I can tell you from my perspective of reading a lot of chat of international comments, I see a lot of people in foreign countries who are not too impressed, to put it politely, seeing what's going on in the United States, judicially, politically, election-wise. In Australia, I think, it's photo ID, and you're sure you get a fine if you don't vote, or you're legally required to vote. It's photo ID
What?
everywhere in the world. For people to now look at the United States and see that they're doing mail-in with no signature verification,
Use it.
everyone's being indefinitely confined. Yeah, it takes a bit of a hit because people cannot fully understand the arguments that are being raised in the U.S. to allow this type of voting. But
And the International Court of Public Opinion is increasingly judging harshly the overreaction to the Capitol Hill cases. When they're starting to lock up grandmas that wandered in that had no knowledge or notice of what was taking place and then denying them bail, while the same Biden
Well, that's cool music.
Russia about locking up a guy rightfully convicted of fraud in Navalny, Russia's like, hold on a second. We locked up
It's like guitar music.
fraud crime years ago and violated probation. You're locking up every grandma protester you don't like. You want to say you shouldn't lock up your political opponents? Sure looks like that's what the United States is doing in that. So if the degree of lack of self-awareness is it's striking.
Why are we just running in circles?
Now I think for some of those who want to transition briefly into the SCOTUS context, there's some misinformation out there. The Supreme Court on Friday had a conference on whether or not to take a bunch of elections.
Hello, Lee.
They've already voted. We just don't know what the
No, we're playing Piggy.
Usually 10 a.m.
Playing Piggy.
They announce whether they
Grab
decide
that.
to take
Grab.
For some reason, Sidney Powell saying there might be an opinion by Thursday. Oh,
Grab purple.
she's still on, but it's not. That's not it.
We don't need yellow key right now.
On Monday, most likely they're going to turn. I think they'll turn all, but they're going to reject all the Linwood cases and reject all the Sidney.
Get the purple key.
They made those cases radioactive.
Okay, now be careful, because Willow's here.
So the question is,
Willow is the one placing the traps. I just saw her place one.
because Trump dismissed almost all of his cases, but there are a few that were all the way up already at the Supreme Court, those he didn't dismiss. So particularly the Attorney General Pennsylvania. And so they may take.
She has a gun.
I believe they should take one. Take the Trump Pennsylvania one that gets into the issue about whether the whole way they did the whole. Use that as the example to say, for future reference.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to get Pony.
Because they'll be, validating and vindicating.
I'm grabbing Pony. Don't worry. Stay alive. We need the wrench somewhere. We're going to need the wrench.
if they take one, it could potentially have an impact on the proposal HR1 in terms of.
Yeah, it could somewhat, but what it could definitely do, at least
No, she just like toppled over.
of HR1 is that they can do that for congressional elections. I don't think they have that authority for presidential
Yeah.
constitutionally. That could be reaffirmed.
Yeah. They fell on the roof. She fell on a roof, but like she toppled down the stairs while doing it.
Here's how these rules either
Willow.
requirements. I think that would be very beneficial for future guidance. And I think they were at least inclined to do that before the election. They were just going to wait until after the election. But the question is whether everything happened on January 6th and how that's been interpreted in the public narrative, all of Wood and Powell's conduct, whether it has so undermined the impression of those cases that they just stay away from it altogether.
Okay, interesting. And I'll bring this one up. Tom Diller says, with the DC jury pool and judges 90+% Democrats, any hope of using one of the 1/6 cases to find out what Pelosi and other high-ranking officials knew before trespassing took place?
Well, Tom provides a perfect transition to the case that offers that opportunity.
Oh, I have nothing.
Good, get into QAnon and the rest. But the case that provides that perfect
Checking out up here.
chooses to go this route is the Democratic congressman that is now
Yellow
supporting
key.
Trump, along with Giuliani, Oath Keepers, and
You can still grab it.
Proud Boys, and all the rest, on the grounds that Trump violated the.
Why is there like a thing on top of this box?
And what it does have
There's a
different
circle on top of the box.
so section 1, section 2, section 3.
I tried. Nothing happened.
Section 1
Out of sight, out of mind.
including
You
white
know what to say.
who supported civil rights.
You know what to say. Out of sight, out of mind.
And so they were intimidating them in three ways. They were intimidating federal officials from doing
Out of sight, out of mind. We can't see Willow, so we're not thinking about Willow.
intimidating people from being witnesses, jurors. And third, they were intimidating people in the exercise of their civil rights. Category 3 is the most common kind of claim brought, and that requires race-based animus or other forms of class-based animus.
Willow is right there.
Category 2 involves witnesses or jurors. That doesn't apply here. They stood under category 1.
Why is Willow just like chilling, just vibing?
Because effectively the 1877 compromise.
Willow's just chilling.
Election,
Not.
basically negated enforcement of that statute for a long time. But so the allegation of the congressman is that Trump conspired with Rudy, conspired with the Oath Keepers, conspired with the Proud Boys to cause the raid on the Capitol.
I found the green key.
All about preventing the 4 congressmen from being
I know where to use it.
on the election contest issue.
And now my understanding of the lawsuit is that the evidence on this
Yeah, I know this passageway over there.
thin, to say the least.
I've been through that like 20 times.
More accurately and relies, from what I understand, pretty much exclusively on the comments.
Go, 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 go.
Who's asked in one of the-
Fire extinguisher. Dude, this has everything. Even the ladder. The ladder's right there.
Which is basically the evidence, according to the plaintiff, that Trump was.
Okay, you know where to use that. Like, go right across and use the tomahawk.
From doing what it was, supposed to do.
Okay.
Correct.
Bet.
It's legally insufficient in my
I have the fire extinguisher.
meetings. I agree with Nick.
Let's go let some children out of punishment.
Because in order to allege, you have to allege that after the Iqbal decision, there were some, and Twombly decisions, there were cases that were basically trying to hold Ashcroft responsible for a lot of that.
We only have one freeze so far because I happened to get the shovel earlier.
I have doubts about, I have problems with how they decided to do it, but that's ship has sailed. A higher pleading standard. So they're like, you can't just allege conspiracy. You can't just
I don't even know where Willow is.
allege the facts that legally constitute conspiracy. And here, what they needed to allege was that Trump communicated with the Oath Keepers and communicated with Proud Boys and directed them to, at a specific time or date, to go into the Capitol for the purpose of preventing the Congress.
Oh no, I freed the one that was in the fire.
Trump talking to Oath Keepers, talking to Proud Boys. They don't have Rudy Giuliani talking to anyone. Nor do
Wait,
they have
I need to go grab the yellow
the
key.
invasion of the Capitol. Nor do they have Trump saying he wanted to
Use the tomahawk.
So they don't even have the basic factual allegations. But what they're banking on is that it's the D.C. court that they brought it in, and because that court is so overtly
Oh, no.
political, it makes the southern courts of the 1950s look like beacons of
Willow's not moving.
political impartiality in civil rights cases by comparison. And is their only hope that it's
I went close to grab the yellow key and she didn't move.
sovereign immunity problem. They're pretending Trump didn't do this in presidential capacity, which is ridiculous.
I'll
So
do it.
Trump could probably get the case dismissed on the pleadings. I'm sure he'll probably take that route. But somebody along the way could use that. One of the other defendants, or Trump, could use it as an opportunity to inquire into what Nancy Pelosi knew, what Mitch McConnell knew, what the Capitol Police was told, what
Ah, there it is.
the FBI did, whether QAnon was a deliberate.
We still have to use the yellow key
We already know by
and the screwdriver. Some I don't know where you. Oh, orange, 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 orange.
directed anything that happened at Capitol riots.
Oh, you did?
The evidence was to the
Nice.
contrary. So all they had.
Oh, I'm right next to the orange door.
Way could use that. One of the
All I got was a sword.
could use it as an opportunity to inquire.
Wait, have you used the tomahawk yet?
Nancy Pelosi knew, what Mitch McConnell knew, what the Capitol Police was told, what the 7th floor of the FBI did, whether QAnon was.
And you've used the screwdriver?
We already know by inference of the impeachment proceedings that they have no evidence that Trump wanted to.
Then who's left? We've used everything.
Riots. The evidence was to the contrary.
Wait, the exit might be open, you know.
Basic, what everybody already knew. Speeches where he talked about peaceful and patriotic protest, etc. And so, given that, he should definitely win the facts. He should really win at the pleading stage, but he could use it as a discovery tool.
Yeah, I used the yellow key and it gave me the orange
What
key.
Pelosi really knew.
And I used the orange key and I opened the orange door and there was nothing in it.
What the 7th floor of the FBI, did they lie to the Capitol Police to instigate those events? How many informants were part of that? And for people who want sort of my own deeper inside take on it, they can watch.
You use the tomahawk
Beaver Barnes Law.
screwdriver.
It's amazing. I mean, the production value.
Okay, I saw you use wrench.
Every time. And Robert has a very
Yeah, that was
on what something
the person in the box.
interesting take on what something would look like if it were a false flag
Oh.
setup type thing. What else I just wanted to ask about this lawsuit, sovereign immunity, cross claim. Darn it!
So you have not used the tomahawk. Then what are we supposed to do?
They sued. It's presumably going to go nowhere.
It shouldn't go anywhere. Just because the court is located in it raises questions.
Who is left?
There would be no countersuit for. What's the counter?
Don't forget about Chaikin.
I don't think you'd want to countersue in the DC court. So if he wants to countersue or bring a suit himself, he'll bring it elsewhere. He's not inclined right now to go that route. He will be speaking in CPAC. He is getting back politically engaged and involved. But I think most of
What?
it's not going to go anywhere. Shouldn't go anywhere. But there's a risk that it does go somewhere.
I'm not going to. Yeah.
All right, excellent. I guess that might be the good segue into talking about corruption, collusion, big tech, working with government. Do we talk about the Biden social media discussion as to the suppression of not suppression, fortification, as I'm jokingly calling it now, of information in terms of government actually now asking for assistance from big tech to suppress misinformation online?
Go.
Are we now? We've seen the progression of lawsuits against YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, going after the First Amendment arguments, the municipal city type arguments. Are we now not getting a little bit closer if we see overt collaboration between government and big tech?
Well, it was fascinating timing because we had three
I can't.
come out this week about this, and it's while a suit is
No, you need to use the red key for that to happen. For that to unlock, you have to use the red key.
against
Yeah.
Facebook.
I learned it the hard way.
This had already been taking place. The
Willow's like
CDC
right
and
here.
other government agencies
Willow spawns right here, so this is not very smart. Oh, the blue key right there, and purple key is up there.
questions about the CDC
So you need to find a way to get up. Oh, Willow's leaving. Go up there. There's the purple key.
various vaccines and other medications and therapeutics and other forms of treatment.
A minute in, we have the blue key door unlocked.
Ads and some other discriminatory actions. And they have a motion to dismiss pending against them. They fought back. Their
Why?
allegation
I found the green key.
is the First Amendment applies because Facebook was acting as
Dude, I found the green key.
of the government.
And the yellow key.
Doing, and they already had reason to believe
Yellow.
it was occurring. Well, while that motion is pending,
I already used green.
come out. One from the New York Post, one from the Hill, one from Greenwald.
Dude, we are making progress like there's no tomorrow.
Intensified that. The Biden administration is colluding with big tech to suppress and censor any information that raises any doubts about the COVID vaccine in particular, but also other governmental actions.
I have the orange key.
And they're demanding that Facebook censor, suppress, manipulate information. And
I see so much good stuff up here.
information
The ladder
received,
and the
heard,
shovel.
and distributed to the public. And one of the, the guys on the front of this, for many degrees, is Robert Kennedy, who's contrary to what people say. He's not an anti-vaxxer or anything about it. He just believes you need to always have a public debate about public health issues that impact people's privacy and have informed consent, consistent to the Nuremberg Agreement, Nuremberg Code, after the Nuremberg trial, which said we were never going to do that Nazi experimentation again, or allow any form of civilization of society to do so, despite our own horrendous decision.
Watch out.
Supreme Court decades before that the Nazis actually relied upon and utilized for their own authority.
Up, up.
Dershowitz notes, one of the most horrendous decisions ever issued in the history of the Supreme Court, might help persuade him.
Oh wait. Ah.
Logic there as well. The
Hot Willow can't move.
there's some emotional strings in play there. But it's
How does Willow get up that?
good reason, good cause.
Go.
Because of it, I think
I closed the door.
here's the
There's so much good. This is such a good spawn.
is actually acting in collusion, in conspiracy, in cohorts, in coordination
Go.
with the government to do something, then there is evidence that they
Go use the ladder and stuff. I need to grab stuff. I know where the scissors are.
This goes all the way back to the old civil rights laws, part of similarly part of the Ku Klux Klan Act and the like, passed in the same time frame.
Freed one.
happen when you have someone like the Klan, private
You distract for a second. Okay, I'm going to go use the scissors.
government authority to suppress civil rights and civil liberties. They created laws that said no, private actors can also be responsible when they're in collusion with government authorities. And now we see 3 stories: the New York Post, The Hill, including left-wing professor Cherminsky.
I don't know where Willow is. Oh, Willow's over here. We're in the green door room.
And also the article by
Camper.
So you had Dershowitz come out against this.
I'm gonna lure.
Come out against this. Cherminsky come out against this.
Lure.
Now
I have lure 3 on my body.
other people coming out again. He's also a lawyer. So you're seeing a lot of lawyers on the left condemn what's taking place because they recognize the value of a robot.
I'm leading her onto the stairs.
The plaintiff in all of these is a famous left member himself, Bobby Kennedy.
And it's an amazing thing. First of all,
Follow pony, follow pony.
before I get accused of being an anti-vaxxer because the idea that you
Oh God, Willow, stop following me. Watch out.
makes you guilty through demonization and guilty by association. I didn't even realize how heated the debate was when I made a video
Willow, you're an idiot.
about having cut my finger metal detecting, and I went and got a tetanus shot. And then everyone was like, "Ah, you got a vaccine." Like, I didn't even think of it at the time. So I am by no means an anti-vaxxer. And with that said, I don't think you convert people from being anti-vaxxers by suppressing their.
Oh God, no.
And shutting down YouTube.
Her bullets can curve, apparently.
But it's gotten so bad. My wife, everyone knows, she's a neuroscientist.
Luckily, whenever you get shot, she can't move.
Now being censored from putting posts on Instagram. And
You got the tomahawk?
that reference
Well, I have the scissors. This might actually be it, you know.
It's related to the Rona.
Go use the tomahawk. Willow's following me. I'm going to use the scissors. Use the scissors.
Negative adverse impact.
Oh, we need the fire extinguisher. That's right.
People, you can take vitamin D and get the vaccine. My view of the vaccine.
No, we didn't.
Let's have a public health. I'm not an anti-vaxxer.
This round.
He's not an anti-vaxxer, but his kids have got almost all the vaccine. He himself has got almost all the vaccine.
Let me check.
It's simply making sure there's public choice and informed consent. And we can't have informed consent. if
I'm
we're moving
checking.
forward with the process. And that's the problem. And we can't allow the buck line of logic to ever become public health.
Nope.
policy,
Fire extinguisher not used.
or we will get Nazi experimentation again. So that's why I find it morally horrendous. All the white lab coat crowd said eugenics and sterilization was a great
Last.
idea in the 1990s.
Oh, the fire extinguisher's right here.
The folks in black robes, and we got one of the
I have it.
morally horrendous decisions
I put out the fire.
of American jurisprudence.
Did you use the
The
tomahawk?
main citation used for the Korematsu case. The second
It might be open.
issued by the United States Supreme Court.
Ah.
Third would be Dred Scott. Fourth would be James. But we cannot go back down that path. And Bobby Kennedy Jr.,
What?
he's like his father. He's someone with a deep
Yes.
who just asks questions.
Is the exit open?
And that's it. And then the attacks on them are insane.
Who have we not
But
saved?
we're conscientious on the left. Our lawyers are starting to wake up. I mean,
Wait, maybe we have to use every single sword.
aspects of what's required for the vaccine, but he agrees that Bobby Kennedy should absolutely have free speech
You have a sword, use it.
and about its efficacy and safety, so that we have the informed order.
Cause do you not find it a little odd that they
And
break
for
every
those who
time?
have their minds absolutely blown, just Google RFK Jr. and just read the articles that come up. If they refer,
We might have to hit Will like 5 times with the swords. Like,
in cahoots with big tech, who's working at the behest of the big government now. You will see it's crafted. They kick them off social media platforms so they can.
Pony's in the green key room. I have a sword.
Oh, completely. I mean, Friedland
I'm looping around.
lied when he didn't lie. He shared information, and to go back to a commenter from last week, no doubt, CDC does not agree with Bobby Kennedy's questions, or mostly he asks questions rather than makes a statement, but to the degree they don't agree that their own data means what he claims it could mean.
Got him.
No doubt about that.
I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you there, Robert, and we're going to address a comment that someone emailed me
Just one more.
last week. That the CDC, and you posted a response to the question. I posted an update in one of my videos, but we'll do it down
There's
below.
one more sword. I know that.
On their webpage. Confirmed, they call them vaccine adverse effect report something. So VA.
Wait, really? We did?
The AERS. This is where the data comes from.
Willow's just like lying on the floor.
That's right. So the data says
How are we so smart?
1970 at the time, deaths
I'm going, I'm going, I'm going. How are we how did we figure that out by ourselves? How are we just like, oh yeah, that's probably the answer?
You know, if there's no immediate
Yeah, I know.
correlation,
I'm gonna read it out loud.
then the CDC apparently is supposed to go investigate. Their conclusion is
Go, go, go. Yes!
there's reports to the effect that 1,100
Poggers.
died in proximity with the
Woo.
vaccine, but they're
Savior ending. What's the, wait, there's a different endings?
so that is the correct summary. You know, what you said last week was
Willow, stop. They saved our lives.
deaths resulting from that is the disputed element.
And yet they destroyed mine.
Through the VAERS system, CDC said no correlation, and
Guy 9, look. What?
too many questions, and they booted him from social media.
Wait, who are you? How do you get it?
There was no misinformation. He was citing their
This
data.
is.
And said, you know, the question is, what
What's
is
the
that?
story?
CDC has its interpretation. He has questions about the accuracy.
She had sisters?
And as I pointed out to that comment, I was like, the CDC right now has contradictory standards. They're saying if you have the vaccine in you and you die even in quick proximity to it, there's no.
I had no idea. I'm sorry.
But if you have
Jaffy's gonna be okay, but he should stay here for a bit. He needs rest.
we're going to call that a COVID death, even if there's proof there's
We'll take care of him. It's our way of saying
COVID
thanks.
vaccine has one medical standard and COVID has a completely different medical
How can we trust you?
standard. It suggests political manipulation of the data.
Today you showed us that we need to work together as survivors, otherwise we might as well be infected. If supplies here as well.
And then apparently went on YouTube to Google
I'll be safe here with them. I promise.
episode with Dr. Pinsky, Dr. Pinsky, and Dr. Z-Dog MD.
I can save her.
Zubin Zamanian.
Why would we believe you?
Some lawyer was talking with her. She didn't know that.
Military moved up north to work on a cure. I've heard this through radio broadcasts.
But it's like, you know, the scientific
How come we've never been told of this?
we're big tech
I hid it
playing
from you because I vowed to find my brother William first. If he was infected, I'd cure him. If he wasn't, we'd find safety. I realize now that no matter what, he's gone, and now the zebra needs it for his sisters. I don't want them to feel the way I did. No one should feel that way. How do we know this isn't a trap? I'll go with you personally. I'll put you in any danger. Will you have my weapon. Do what you have to do. I trust her. We all lost things, but this is a way for us to all get something back. I agree. Let's set aside our differences and work together for a better future.
Number two, I don't trust any system that says
I'm giving you one chance, Willow.
we can't allow the public to know the facts
So,
that
we're gonna cure Zizzy?
about a vaccine, everybody's immune from liability.
Sounds like it. Let's get moving.
Any degree of responsibility is going to be in a secret court in D.C. by some bureaucrat that's not public and without a jury. My view is and for folks that don't know, the reason why they created that whole system was
I like the music.
they got caught screwing up during the swine flu vaccine that was issued in
Oh, what the?
1976 that led to disastrous public health consequences that the media has tried to memory hold, because if people recognize that context, they might be like, hold on a second, let's make sure we have a full debate so that we can have informed consent. And if you want the vaccine, God bless, get it, get it. If you have problems, if you want more information, you're entitled to that under the informed consent principle, and they're trying to preclude that. And Bobby Kennedy may be the one to hold them responsible if the suit is able to go forward in federal court to help find this critical information that this is a coordinated campaign.
It's the cops. Oh no.
now, does it become a
What are y'all gonna do to Willow's parents? Willow's parents are now gone. They disappeared from existence.
Marsh v. Alabama is the corporate city, which is
I don't know where all the models are gray.
an incorporated city. Sorry, an incorporated city.
Ask me the question after the cutscene.
The government, therefore, should respect the Constitution. Does the argument now become a Marsh v. Alabama, or is it another extension of another principle? That
It goes further because whereas Morse v. Alabama said that once you become a monopoly of the public square, you have First Amendment obligations, then the Supreme Court pulled back on its meaning on that, so the Supreme Court in California continued it in the Pruneyard Doctrine, applied it to a private mall. The U.S. Supreme Court did not. In this particular context, they get to go beyond that because it's always been recognized that if a private actor is acting at the behest or in collusion or with conspiratorially with the state, so that they're effectively the state's agent, then the principle is this: the state can't get around the First Amendment by having a private actor.
Is this like chapter 12?
So the only question then becomes, are they a state actor? And these stories sure show that they sure seem to be strong evidence enough to get to the discovery stage. And Bobby Kennedy's suit for the Children's Defense
This is dope.
named party, or Children's Health Defense, I'm sorry, is the named party, could get into some very interesting discovery. And maybe Instagram and the rest will regret taking on
This is so dope.
Bobby Kennedy Jr. They may have they may have crossed the Rubicon when they did that.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I mean, it to some extent confirms what we know. I'm surprised that the Biden administration would be so overt about it. Like, typically, you keep it on the hush hush, in the worst sense of hush hush. It would be the weak of the eye. Big tech would do the bidding for the government, but you would never actually confirm it. But with the audacity of the Time article, and now fortifying elections, and now they've got to fortify information, it's almost like I get the impression they've set the table, they've set the tone. This is how it works. It's not corruption when it happens. It's just for your own good, and there's nothing wrong about it. And that
I can't hear you right now. I'm listening to the cutscene.
Yeah, effectively, the government doing indirectly what it's not allowed doing directly, which is acting as a government entity, but also not respecting the principles of the Constitution. So it will be fascinating. Do you know anything that you're allowed to talk about of the Children's Defense lawsuit, strategy-wise, or upcoming strategy, change strategy?
Not that it is authorized to discuss.
Cutscene dope.
I'm just discussing at this point what's in the public record. It's publicly known that I support the cases, support the suits, and will help in any way possible. But they can read the motions to dismiss are pending. The response to them are very well argued, very well drafted. Credit to Bobby Kennedy for recognizing this from the get-go. If there's someone
That was dope. AF.
It's fascinating. I mean, there's a reason why I was a big fan of
Is there a bad ending and all that?
the world might have taken a different path had he not been assassinated his father. So just a deep strike. Whatever people think about the Kennedys, I know my friends on the right aren't necessarily fans. But there's a streak of Kennedys that even people on the right have a usual.
Wait, yeah, I'm done it. Wait, there's a different one.
Ask questions wherever those questions may go, regardless
There's Savior ending, which we got, but there's also Survivor ending.
He's in the best of the Kennedy family tradition.
Whoa, what's
And
this?
now I did remember when I went blank before, what I wanted to say was
Yeah.
in
How do you get it?
Trump, after having said peacefully and
No, we got the Savior ending.
patriotically, he did say 50 minutes later, fight like hell for your country,
Why?
or you won't have a country anymore. So I want to present both sides. So
I don't know, I'm not gonna look it up. I just don't. What could we have done differently? Think of what we could have done differently with all that.
Media team put together that video that showed all the time every single Democratic senator,
I did that.
especially Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, had used the exact same verbiage. Sometimes
Why is it like this?
even Plaskett when she came
You didn't ready up in time. Give me a sec. Let me get Shiken back in.
she actually said the word fighting up
Let's try to figure out how to get the Survivor ending.
politics. The other thing, on the same subject, people had asked about double jeopardy. So Trump has now been acquitted on the impeachment. Even assuming there is the basis for probable cause on a criminal proceeding, assume that is there. Would he be protected by double jeopardy, or impeachment has nothing to do with the first part of double jeopardy?
it generally does not. That precise question, the presidential context has never been litigated.
I didn't do this. Why did you ready up? I told you not to.
In terms of evidentiary finding concerning any subsequent proceeding, I don't think.
No, now both of us have to die.
Any basis to pursue criminal prosecution. Georgia was a civil settlement discussion negotiation. There's no basis for what that ambitious prosecutor is seeking.
Why did you bring Shiken in?
Doesn't mean they won't try.
I told you. No, I said not. No, I mean like in the actual game itself. Like, why'd you press play?
And DC, same deal. They know that doesn't meet imminent incitement. I mean, even the Congress members really didn't try that hard. The Democrats to make that argument. They tried to say the Constitution didn't apply instead. So, and in New York, going after him on tax charges is nonsense. I mean, I do. I've had more success than any lawyer in American history in criminal tax cases. So, unlike legal, know what I'm speaking about. Trump faces no realistic risk of any conviction on tax issues because he has the reliance defense, the good faith defense, a bunch of other defenses. The tax may not even be due defense, no deficiency, all unique to the criminal tax context in New York because you have lawyers and accountants that did it, and it's very commonplace for a real
Wait, I have an idea.
benefits. In New York would be taking a
What if you don't leave, but you open the gates and all, and then you just stay?
every real estate person in New York at the same time they're suffering a real estate collapse. Don't get near New York.
What if you don't leave? What if you just stay?
This is the angle that I love because most people would never even think that next step in terms of
I thought you said like kill Willow and then run over her dead body.
Deterrent for the rebuilding of a city that is in massive need of rebuilding. Yeah, amazing point. Now,
That would actually make sense because it's called the Survivor ending, right?
Says, can you ask Morris to clarify the case he referenced that was used as the basis for the Korematsu decision, the one with the white lab coat and jackets?
Two. One is Jacobson. The most horrendous is Buck, Connie Buck. And
I never heard you say that actually.
tear-jerking documentary in the late 1990s.
Well, I didn't hear you say it, so I came up with that out of my head for me.
Some of the victims of that, and you can just watch some of the stories.
Wait, move Chaikin a little bit. I want to see if you can go into the sewer.
Apologize for that a long time ago. But they're instead of borrowing the logic. Jacobson was the only case cited as the basis for Buck, and then Jacobson and Buck were cited as the basis for Fortline. And they're the trilogy meant to be for good reason and good cause.
Oh god, I just flipped out. I got so scared when he shot it. Like, my body just jumped when I heard him shoot his gun.
So, hopefully, I mean, there'll be some cases going up to the Supreme Court. That would be a good transition to the takings cases that are pending.
Okay, that was just a waste of time.
There's takings cases now pending related to the Texas
No.
Energy.
Oh, yep, he killed me. Okay, die now, please.
And there's takings cases pending on the lockdown. So
I would do the kick command.
Going through it.
Explain. Well, I guess let's start. We can start with Texas.
Or I thought you said I'm not gonna die, and I'm like, bruh, I will kick.
Sure, so there's both the United States constitutional provision and then many state constitutions have their own analogous and sometimes more expansive protection. And what is the government cannot take your property without compensating?
I have 305 pig points.
Under the U.S. Fifth Amendment. Similar language is used elsewhere. Sometimes the question becomes,
And by the way, Techie, I have 5 piggy DLC codes right here.
what happens when they just don't allow you to use your property profitably? What happens when there's something called regulatory takings, where they put such
Not right now.
business that they do the same thing?
No, the site doesn't. It's not like fully up yet. Wait, put Chaikin back in.
In favor of expanding Fifth Amendment protection in the takings context, and there's multiple suits. One recently filed in Michigan.
No, that's not how it works.
Pennsylvania, more that are coming.
Like, you can't do it yet. I have the toys and the code. On the code, it says it goes to Piggy. It says, give me a sec. Give me a sec, guys. Okay, I'm back. There's like, I can't find anything.
The argument is,
Dude, I can't find anything.
should be the one to solely pay,
Where's the red key?
even if it's to public benefit for this take place.
Did the red key not spawn?
Be the one to bear the entire burden of that.
Oh, it spawned, we just missed it.
Burden portion of it. And the
How did we miss it so badly? It's actually good if more time gets used up because we know everything that we, like, need to do.
primarily its effect is it discourages the government from doing these kind of things in the first place because they often can't even afford to pay the amount of money.
Wait, what if we just knock Willow out and then leave?
But no, I was gonna say, did we see
What if we don't save them? Because we got the savior ending, right?
shop lawsuits where
What if we don't save them?
the government had deprived all of these people by virtue of not supervising?
What if we just whack her on the head?
Like their business. Was that a takings argument?
Yes, in part. Yes, it was. And in Texas, there's the same argument against.
Because, like, waiting till the time runs out doesn't really make sense for a few reasons. One of them being it would just say game over.
For a week or however long.
Why are we just running in circles?
Of its use because they had no power necessary for its use, and that was a taking under the Texas Constitution without just.
No, it's not. I don't think it spawned. Oh, it did spawn up here.
And it's one of the
Don't grab the. We don't need to grab the shovel at all. It's to save one of the guys, but we ain't trying to save no people.
sovereign immunity issue with the main organization that's responsible for energy distribution.
I have it.
Before you get there, so for everybody who knows, I only read articles. I didn't see the actual lawsuit. The argument in Texas is that.
I don't know if it is or not. I see. I'll grab the thing and give it to Pony. Grab the thing and give it to Pony. I have the green key.
Or imposing rolling blackouts where they were taking energy away from some places in order to enforce it to others, so as not to blow the grid up. I don't know how that works. And then the argument now is that by virtue of them making a decision to.
Oh, I see the yellow key.
For takings arguments, the
I did.
place where it becomes touchy.
That's actually helpful because that'll give us access to the orange key, and in the orange key room there is indeed another sword.
Private entities.
See, we just got the savior ending because I thought you had to.
An organization that governs it. It has historically been
I see another sword in here.
interpreted as a government entity for sovereign immunity purposes. Indeed, right now, what's interesting is there's a case pending before the Texas Supreme Court on whether sovereign immunity applies to them. So, bad luck for them that that decision is going to be made in this context, where there's going to be major political pressure for them to be held accountable. Primarily
Just
because,
bonker.
they had been previously warned in 2011 of exactly this problem and didn't take remedial action. Now, the other lawsuits you're going to see coming. Now, turns out like
Pony.
the Biden Department of Energy
Pony, get unstuck. Pony.
that may have helped exacerbate the problem, and maybe some consequences coming from that.
No! What?
Companies that sold back
How did he kill me? He was stunned. Wait, Techie die. Techie die. Techie die.
crazy prices,
Okay.
there may be some collusion.
Okay, this won't take long, but of course somehow I died.
So there's a long history. If people go back, utilities have been sued around the world for a range of issues. California.
After we do this, I have to get off. It's like the last thing I can do. It doesn't make sense to me because Willow was stunned by Pony, and yet Willow still somehow killed me.
About how they handled certain things, and so it's not there's allegations cases around the world, and there's going to be more cases. There's a wrongful death suit
This is
on the grounds that this was that a kid died because he didn't have access to basically black.
what happens if we get both endings?
Literally, and that they're responsible because they could have taken very easy, basic actions that could have precluded.
Like, you know how we're getting both endings?
So the,
What'll happen next chapter?
Now I'm bringing this chat up because I don't know if it's true or not. What about the poor people that got sick?
It's not, because, like,
Did that actually happen?
she said she's gonna come with us to cure Zizzy. And we have to go to a certain place.
And that's where if it's going to turn out that there was some collusion, some big companies maybe sold back their energy at a way inflated price because they could after they pre-bought it. There's a lot of people. The whole utility business has a lot of ugly underworld to it, and it'll occasionally pop up in the occasional public debacle where facts about them will get exposed. And so that's where people research. There's all kinds of scandals involving utility companies going back decades. And they're regulated because of their history.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out.
So there's going to be a lot of suits and a lot of questions.
We're not gonna free them.
Especially the basic problem was they were clearly on notice of the issue and didn't fix the issue. Whether you blame the windmills, whether you blame something else, they had notice of here's your specific problem, here's how you can solve it, and chose not to take action to solve it.
Next chapter, it might be depending on which ending you got, and if you got both endings, the system would just like freak out.
Now I want to bring up it was a J Mill.
It would be cool because like no game on Roblox has attempted that.
A beautiful, that looks like a brown trout, if I'm not mistaken. And you change that
One
part,
sword. There's one sword.
Texas, we're hearing the,
I think there's 4 swords, right?
To temporarily lift regulations
She
on
is.
output to avoid a problem because of green things.
It appears the Biden administration did precisely
No,
that.
she's not. I don't see Willow anywhere.
To me, it's so badly in the bag. I never thought they could be more in the bag than they were for Obama, but they are. That if Trump had done this
No, remember how Willow just like has this horrible sense of direction?
In Texas on Trump, they would be attributing it to his lack of support
Grab that sword.
Lack of management style, it's chaos,
Give it to
chaotic
Pony.
structure, all of those buzzwords would be used. And where here there appears to be actual
We got the harder ending on accident.
And Biden didn't even grant the scope of the emergency request that was made. He only gave it to some counties, not all the counties. It would be massive scandal, but it's clear the media is so in the bag. They're just going to act as the press secretary for Biden. They're a joke to them. I don't know how Jake Tapper can take himself seriously. I know he likes to take himself seriously.
No, I see.
I mean, this is a problem.
No, between Tapper and who's the other one? Dan Rather, Harwood on Twitter. I mean, these guys, it's a joke that they are literally Biden trolls. I mean, all that they do right now is sh asterisk d post. Bless you. They just
Whenever the first one
for political
breaks, let me know, and then you should.
There's no journalistic integrity left. I don't know if there ever was.
We don't need the fire extinguisher, remember?
Go back and watch the MLK film I referenced earlier and see if you see a young Dan Rather asking J. Edgar Hoover spoon-fed questions to Martin Luther King. And I'll tell you something about old Daniel Boy.
Someone just up on the question. So, first of all, actually, before we get to that question, the chances of success, because I tend to think you get into these crises, which are environmental, I say unforeseeable.
Oh, God.
Technically foreseeable, but they're natural disasters. We had one in Quebec in 96 when people were out of
That was almost really bad for me.
for months in some places. Generators, you couldn't buy one. I remember my father found a place.
You found a sword?
One available on a Sunday, ran out and got it. We had been out of power of electricity for 5 days.
I think that's the last sword.
But people were out for weeks. People died. It was 96.
Come on, Willow. Willow.
Anybody sued, but what are the chances of a success on a lawsuit, even on basis of takings, when they are responding to an emergency?
It's going to depend heavily on what the Texas Supreme Court does in that unrelated case about the scope of sovereign immunity. That's really going to dictate and shape their degree of remedy. Otherwise, it's going to take creative discovery
Yes!
in some of the other cases to get
That one was
private
silly.
actors held responsible. Otherwise, a very
Oh my gosh. Wait, I think we just got it.
Department of Energy facilitated it, which would take them off the hook potentially. So I
Yes.
think that, like Ken Paxton, the Attorney General, who's very aggressive and very politically savvy, has opened up a broad-scale criminal
Oh.
investigation. And Governor Abbott's not going to sit quietly on this either. So he's not going to take the heat for it. So I think there'll be major legislature will open up major hearings. So I think we'll get to more of the truth no matter what. The degree to which a jury holds them accountable.
I think we did something wrong.
Heavily depend on what the Texas Supreme Court says in that other case.
Okay, excellent. Now let's see. We've got, let's say, 7 minutes.
Let me
left.
see.
Keep it at 2 hours. What do we
Prof-
have on our list? We're both frantically going to make sure we've covered all of our topics here. We did good, Robert.
Yeah, we only have Savior.
The mask suit was asked a lot. I filed suit on behalf of a plaintiff.
Yeah, I have to go, so yeah, let's try to figure out if time. Average watch time at 9 minutes and 11 seconds. Nice.